the Titanic, a ship that was meant to be the epitome of luxury and safety, but its tragic fate has made it one of the most famous maritime disasters in history. Let's explore the real story behind the Titanic. In the early 1900s, luxury travel was becoming popular and shipbuilders were in a race to create the largest and most opulent ocean liners. The Titanic, built by the White Star Line, was the largest ship of its time, measuring 882 feet long and 175 feet tall. The Titanic boasted lavish first-class accommodations, including a grand staircase, swimming pool, and exquisite dining rooms. People called it unsinkable due to its advanced safety features, such as watertight compartments. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton to New York City with over 2,200 passengers. Among them were wealthy individuals like Isidore and Ida Strauss and John Jacob Astor IV, along with many hopeful immigrants in third class, seeking new opportunities in America. As the Titanic sailed, it received multiple iceberg warnings but continued at full speed. Captain Edward Smith, on his final voyage, made the fateful choice to maintain speed despite the dangers. At 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, the Titanic struck an iceberg. The ship's hull was breached, and it began taking on water. Despite its size, the Titanic was doomed. Panic ensued as the realization of the sinking spread. There were only 20 lifeboats, enough for just over half of those on board. Many boats were launched only partially filled. Crew members urged women and children to board first, but confusion reigned. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic broke apart and sank into the Atlantic, taking over 1,500 lives with it. Survivors faced freezing waters, with many succumbing to hypothermia. The RMS Carpathia arrived around 4 a.m. to rescue survivors, saving about 700 people. The world was shocked by the tragedy, leading to investigations and demands for accountability from the shipbuilders and crew. The Titanic disaster resulted in major changes in maritime safety regulations. Ships were now required to have enough lifeboats for all passengers, and new rules for iceberg warnings were implemented. In 1985, the Titanic's wreck was discovered nearly 12,500 feet below the surface. This sparked renewed interest in its story, leading to documentaries and exhibitions of recovered artifacts. The Titanic remains a symbol of human ambition and tragedy. Each year, memorials honor the lives lost, reminding us of the importance of safety and humility. The real story of the Titanic teaches us about the limits of our inventions and the value of caution. As we remember this tragic event, let's honor those who lost their lives and reflect on the lessons learned. Thank you for joining us as we explored the story behind the Titanic.